Hello, folks. It's Donald Trump, and it's great to be with you. They're having some very technical difficulties over at Facebook, which I would fully understand. I guess they have a lot of people calling in, more than anybody would have ever expected. So we're doing this through Periscope, and it's very important that you just call in your questions. I'm going to answer questions for a little while. We'll have a little fun. We'll talk about the world, the good aspects and the bad aspects, but we'll be talking about the world. And it's very exciting. I'm going to be doing this usually on Wednesdays. We'll be doing it with Periscope and with Facebook. And the Facebook is a wonderful group, but unfortunately they're having some technical difficulties. So that's the way it goes. If you would, call in your questions. I'm going to answer those questions. Do it right now and get them going. Get them going as soon as you can. And we're going to start doing that. In the meantime, just a few things that we can talk to you about while we're waiting for those questions to come in. This is a big article that just appeared. As you know, I've been talking about New Jersey and about people celebrating the fall of the World Trade Center. And articles are now coming out saying, I was right, there are a lot of people over there celebrating. This one just came out from Breitbart, and it talks about, CBS reports, a swarm on the rooftop celebrating 9/11, which is absolutely insane and horrible to see. But I knew I saw it. I heard about it. Hundreds of people have called in telling me that I was right. They live in New Jersey. The other day I was in Sarasota, Florida, and the people were amazing. We had a crowd of 12,000 people. And when we were doing autographs and doing some signings, some book signings, the number of people came up to me and said, I lived in New Jersey, and you were right. They were celebrating on the rooftops. They were celebrating in the street. So there's something going on that's bad, and you call it surveil or surveillance, but there's something going on that's very bad, not a good situation, and we got to watch ourselves. We got to be careful. A few things have happened. I've come out with a book that's done very well, but I haven't had much time to promote it, so I might as well do a little promotion right now on Periscope. Here it is. It's Crippled America. It's a book that is tough. It talks about the problems we have, but I don't like critics, because critics, they talk about problems and they criticize, but they don't have answers. So we have a lot of answers in the book, and I think you're going to enjoy it. You see, it's not a very friendly face. The face is not looking so nice, but you can't have a book called Crippled America and have a friendly face. It was a rough picture. In fact, it was the worst picture I think I've ever taken. I said, let's use that on the cover of the book. But it shows how to get things done, how to make America great again. So important from my standpoint. I mean, this is everything, and this is why the polls have just come out have me way ahead, and we're going to do tremendously. The Fox poll has me beating Hillary Clinton head to head. I'm winning every state, and I'm winning every single national poll. I know a big poll is coming out tomorrow. CNN is coming out tomorrow with a very, very big poll. We'll see how we do. I don't know, but I don't know. I just have good feelings, because whenever I go around, like I'm leaving today for Virginia, I go to different places, and we have massive crowds, by far the biggest crowds. We have people that are unbelievable. They want to see our country succeed. They want to see, and they have great warmth, and they have great warmth in their hearts. They have great love in their hearts, but they want to see success, and they want to see our country to succeed. So, you know, we talk about creating borders. We talk about so many other things that we have to do, but we have to create borders. Without borders, you don't have a country. We need borders. I'm going to build a wall. It's going to be a great wall. It's going to be a wall that is going to be effective. It's going to be strong. It's going to be powerful. We want people to come into our country. Remember that. I want people to come, but they have to come into the country legally. If they don't come in legally, it's not good. You don't have a country. So they're going to come into the country legally. Our military, we're going to build it up. We're never going to have to use it, hopefully, because we're going to build it up. Nobody's going to mess with us. Right now, they're toying with us, and they're playing with us. We're the least prepared, perhaps, that we've ever been in our country. Some of the generals, one in particular, said the other night on a television program, we may be the least prepared. I think he said ever, but maybe let's assume World War II. That's a long time. We're about the least prepared that we have ever been, and we're going to straighten that out. We're going to take care of our vets. So our military is going to be built up. And you know, the cheapest thing we can do is build up our military, because if we get it to a point where it's really powerful, really strong, we're not going to have to use it. It's the old story. Become strong and you're not going to have to use it. And not using it, but spending money on building it, is a lot cheaper than having a military that's not strong and not prepared, where you have to use it all over the place, which is what we're doing. We're all over the place. We spent $2 trillion in Iraq. We spent $1 trillion in Afghanistan. We're spending money and losing lives like nobody would believe. Thousands and thousands of lives, wounded warriors who I love all over the place, and we're going to change that. We're going to repeal and replace Obamacare. That's going to be done, and we're going to come up with great insurance. We need protection for our people. The premiums on Obamacare are through the roof. The deductibles are, you'll never get to use it because the deductibles are so high and going so high. But Obamacare, the premiums are up 25, 35, 45, even 50%, and we can't have it. It's going to implode of its own weight. It's going to, I would say in 2017, there won't be an Obamacare because it doesn't work. It's not working. Not enough people are signing on. It's a big failure. We're going to get rid of the artificial lines that made the insurance companies rich, and we're going to have great plans, and you're going to have a much less expensive form of insurance that's going to give you better coverage, and people are going to be able to afford it, and the country's going to be able to afford it, because the country can't afford Obamacare. You're talking about so much money in terms of negativity, so the country can't afford it. So that's the story. I mean, we'll be discussing a lot of things. One of the elements, when they get Facebook up and working, but between Periscope and Facebook, probably Wednesday at around this time, we'll be doing it every Wednesday. And I want to get the word out. The polls are wonderful, but we have to get people to vote. If they don't vote, it's going to be too bad. So we want to make our country great again. We want to make it so strong and so healthy, and we want to have heart. We want to have a warm country. We want to help people that can't help themselves. We have people that are sick that can't even see a doctor and they don't know what to do. We're going to have a tremendous, wonderful, warm country. This is going to be a country that has tremendous heart and tremendous warmth, but also is strong and powerful. We'll bring our jobs back from China. We'll bring our jobs back from Japan. They took our jobs. They took our base. They took our manufacturing. They took our heart in a true sense. We've rebuilt China. And you look at what's happening there. You look at what's happening with their devaluation of currency. You look at what's happened with Japan with its devaluation of currency. Mexico has taken our jobs. So we can't let that happen. So we're going to strengthen our country. We're going to create many, many more jobs, which we desperately need. We're going to bring back manufacturing, and we'll be on the right road. So with that, I'll see if there's any questions. Dan, do we have any questions?
We do, Mr. Trump. The first question is, have you thought of any of your cabinet members when you become elected the next president of the United States?
Well, I have thought of cabinet members. I've given it a lot of thought. I know a lot of the people in the party, and we have some very good ones. We have some good ones, frankly, on the stage. I can't say who they are because I want you to vote for me. But we have some pretty good ones on the stage. But cabinet members, and a lot of people ask me the question about vice president. Have I made a decision on vice president? And I certainly have ideas, but I want to finish business. We have to win, and if I don't win, I've just wasted a lot of time as far as I'm concerned. So I want to win. I want to make it something special. Interestingly, a very major reporter called and he said, "You've done such a great job." It was the summer of Trump. Now it's the autumn of Trump. He said, "You've done such an unbelievable job. Is there anything you could say?" I said, "Well, if I don't win," he said, "No, it doesn't matter if you win." He said, "Believe me," and I said this, "if I don't win, I don't consider myself to have done a good job." So we'll get great cabinet people like Carl Icahn in terms of negotiation with China and Japan, and so many other people, some of our greatest business people and greatest negotiators. They want to work with us, and we will straighten out our trade deals, and we'll straighten out our military and lots of other things.
Next question. Mr. Trump, what are your thoughts on the current social climate towards police officers, law enforcement agencies in America?
The police are so important, so vital, and obviously you're going to have bad customers, you're going to have some bad apples, but the police overall do a phenomenal job in this country, and they have to be respected, and we have to let them do their thing properly. You do see on the news some bad apples, and every business has that, and you're going to always have it. But I will tell you, the police have done an amazing job, and they're really good people, and we have to support the police.
That's great. One more question we have time for, perhaps maybe two.
I think what we're going to have to do, Bill O'Reilly is right now waiting for me. I'm on the Bill O'Reilly show tonight, Dan, and I'm going to be doing that. I'm doing it. I'm taping it right now. They're all waiting for me. So watch Bill O'Reilly tonight. And we're going to be doing this every Wednesday, and I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun, certainly different. This is called a new method of communication, but I'm very happy with things are going. The campaign has been amazing. Facebook will definitely get their act together for the next time, and we have great love and respect for Facebook, and I want to thank you very much. Thank you.